We're going for a science victory on Immortal. Now there's 2 civs. I've tried this a couple times, and the 2 civs I use are Babylon, which we're gonna play, and Korea. Korea's big thing is 2 science from all specialists, which stacks with the other 2 science thing you can get. But they also get a wonder science boost, and that kind of sucks on Immortal because you don't get the wonders. Babylon's thing is lots and lots of scientists. As soon as you get writing, you get 1, and then you get them 50% boost all game long, plus all the other boosts you can give to them. So we'll just play a continents game, Immortal, try and get a science victory here.
May the blessings of heaven be upon you, O great Nebuchadnezzar, father of mighty and ancient Babylon. Young was the world when Sargon built Babylon some 5,000 years ago. Long did it grow and prosper, gaining its first empire in the 18th century BC under godlike Hammurabi, the giver of law. Although conquered by the Kassites and then by the Assyrians, Babylon endured, emerging phoenix-like from its ashes of destruction and regaining its independence despite its many enemies. Truly was Babylon the center of arts and learning in the ancient world.
Okay, so their big thing is these bowmen and these enhanced walls. Those walls give you more HP than usual. It makes you harder to kill. That's always nice for a Civ like science. You get problems early on, so it's nice to have early game stuff. Those bowmen aren't bad. They're pretty solid for archers early on too. I don't see any good place. We're surrounded by woods. We're on the ocean. We'll just build it right here. We're by a river too. All we have is spices. Down here we got dye. I did try this already, and I ran into Attila the Hun. He wiped me out, so yeah, I'm kind of scared of Attila the Hun when I'm doing this. I was on a small map, and he was my neighbor. I really need to be more careful with my military when I'm playing this victory. I tend to not make a military because I want to rush and not pay for them, but it backfired on me, so let's not make that mistake again. Let's get our scouts, see what's going on, head for pottery to get shrines, and get moving here. There's some marble. Too bad it's not connected to my city, therefore I'm not going to be able to take advantage of that. Marble is the one that gives you a 15% wonder boost to that city, and only that city. And generally speaking, at least, especially at the start, only your capital will ever have the production to take advantage of it. Maybe late game I can get a second city to be good enough to build wonders, but... We have met Maritime City Riga, and they give us 30 gold. That means we're the first ones to see it. This is probably the bottom of the island. Let's go up instead. Hoping for a generous land mass here. Hopefully there's lots of room to expand and 1 or 2 neighbors. Not aggressive neighbors, you know, just nice, friendly neighbors who want to trade. Let's get a monument out. Not finding them much in the way of ruins. There we go. Speed it though.
Shall the clay say to him that fashioneth it, what makest thou?
Okay, so next up on my list, I'm going to need to be able to remove the jungle tiles on here, but because on Babylon we have a really demanding writing, we will get a free scientist for that, which can be used for something great. We'll get there soon. We found a map which showed us more ruins. Hopefully those will give us something decent. barbarians. This is a very empty place so far.
The meek shall inherit the earth, but not its mineral rights.
Okay. Ah, this is a big island, but I'm starting to think we're alone here. I don't know where those barbarians came from yet. I've not found their nest. We'll get our shrine as soon as possible. Somebody already has one. Ah, it looks like we're by ourselves. That's good and bad. We're going to have luxuries we can't get rid of. But we are not going to be attacked. So we're not going to get to see the bowman's power. Well, I could use them on the barbarians, I suppose, but... Well, in that case, let's go ahead and get our worker progressed on, and I would like to have the Great Library, but I know better than to go for it. I've failed so many times on Immortal, and we don't have any edge for us this time. There's no way we'll get it. I'm gonna send my guy up there to harass those barbarians before they harass me. For policy, tradition is usually what I go when I'm doing science to start. Tradition will give us enough growth on the... I imagine it's about 4 cities to fill up this continent with good placement. That sounds about right from what I'm seeing. Put one over here somewhere, another one up there. And somewhere down here we'll get the 4th one. Maybe a 5th one over here somewhere. We're gonna have a lot of spices, that's for sure. I'm gonna send this scout down past Riga and see if anything down there. I never did build my shrine yet, but I'm not worried about it. If we are by ourselves, then there won't be any contest for religion here.
He who destroys a good book kills reason itself.
There's the nest. It's possible that there's more land up north. Anyway, we got our great scientist, now we can do something wonderful with him. Okay, yeah, that is the bottom of the island. We need to get this guy up here because this guy is going to create us a wonderful tile. He can be used for a lump sum of science or a tile improvement. The lump sum of science right now is 43, which is awful. That's not even, what, 8 turns? Less than that, so tile improvement for sure because we're talking +8 a turn. It's going to pay for itself really fast. I mean, that's more than 100% increase in our science. There we go. Huge science boost. Make sure my guys are working that. There we go, 14 science a turn now. That is going to help us out a lot because we are definitely in last place on Immortal. We are behind in science already, I guarantee it. We need to play catch up for a while, and that's step 1. We're making more science than anybody, I bet. Now we can get our bowmen. We don't really need them. The only good thing about them is that they have a little bit better defense. Their damage is a little bit higher. They're nothing tremendously powerful. We don't necessarily need to use them here, so I'm not going to go nuts. I would like to have the Temple of Artemis, but it's probably unlikely we'll even get that. I do need to be able to clear jungles with bronze working. But before I can do that, I'm going to need to get a worker out. I'm going to do that first and then build a shrine. Let's go ahead and get bronze working now. There's our walls. We will not need those either, but they are just more HP for the city. If I did need walls, it would be better in every way than normal walls, so, you know, can't complain about that, but it's not the greatest thing in the world unless you actually do need them. Anyway, bronze working. This guy is heading straight for that tile to burn it. He's going to get shot by my city a couple times on the way. Hopefully he won't be able to make it. He is going to make it. He's going to burn it. We're going to have to repair it as soon as possible. That's what I get for not leaving anybody behind to guard. So now we got a choice between Wonder, 15% production, and Happiness for every 10, which is not anywhere near ready yet, or Culture Building for free, Growth. I'm not feeling Wonders this game. I don't really feel like I have the production. Let's just go for the free Culture Building, which also doesn't do anything for us yet. It will later, though, as soon as we unlock the next Culture Building, because we already built the monument. And we can get this. That's the real reason we did this, is because we can move towards this awesome thing. 10% growth and 2 food. I wish that scout was a little higher up there so you could guard that tile, but it is going to get burned. Bastards. That hurts our science growth for a little while, but we'll fix that soon. In the meantime, let's keep our guys from dying.
Here Hector entered, with a spear 11 cubits long in his hand. The bronze point gleamed in front of him, and was fastened to the shaft of the spear by a ring of gold.
Now the thing about jungles is that they give you bonus science later, so I'm not fond of chopping them down if I can help it. But unfortunately, the luxuries that they are blocking are more important than that. Like there's jungle here, I won't be chopping those down. Jungle here. This is all jungle, it's not normal forest. Normal forest looks like that. The trees are different, that's how you can tell at a glance, but you can highlight it, and the tooltip tells you too. They give you two food in the meantime, so they're not horrible. But they will be upgraded later. Next up, let's get trade routes. Heal our guys. There are 2 upgrades unique to the scout here. One's HP, heal, turn, and defense, which would be the greatest thing in the world if it weren't restricted to scouts. The other one's visibility range, which I always go for because that's what a scout's for. Let's back this guy up. Finish him off. There we go. Now we can heal up and do something about those barbarians. And you make sure you heal inside your borders for 20 HP a turn instead of 10. The sooner we can get those workers out, the better, because they really need to repair that tile. We get a lot of science for that, and I don't want to miss out on any of it. Anyway, there's our growth bonus. You can see in my production, it's 4 hammers, it's pretty bad. Is there anything I can do to boost that? No, I don't have a single bit of production around here, that's why. There's no way I would get any of these wonders with production like that. Hopefully our next city will have more. We could put one down here and get plenty of it with the iron and these hills here. Probably where I should put my next city just because of that. Just so we can have some units out if we need them. Some buildings get built quick there. Let's get that shrine and then the library.
Thou shalt not muzzle the ox when he treadeth out the corn.
Anyway, you can see we heal quite fast. And we are ready for our next tech, too. I would like to have Calendar as soon as those jungles get chopped down so that I can upgrade the plantations on the dye and the spices. Yeah. So let's get that next. Calendars. There's the barbarian encampment. I was wondering where that dude came from. That is where I'm gonna go. We probably should make another unit just so I don't have to worry about dudes from coming up above. The scout really can't do much except for slow him up. With his visibility, though, he can see pretty damn far, and he can see those bowmen coming. That helps. Let's go chop down those jungles and get our stuff. Actually, let's go to the spices so we can get there now. Crossing the river will take a turn. Fighting bowmen with a scout isn't going to work out too well, but I will do it. A few hits anyway. Turn 39, Great Library.
So teach us to number our days, so that we may apply our hearts unto wisdom.
You know what? I feel like those archers are going to be a problem. Let's get our warrior back up there. If we're going for any wonders, we better go for them now. The oracle might be a good pickup. We need to have a plan on our research here. We're going to need roads, because we're going to have 4 or 5 cities, because we have so much room to expand. We're going to take advantage of it soon. But we don't need to worry about that immediately. How about we head towards the National College, our big science building right there, and get that built before we go building other cities, because every city has to have a library to build this. Less cities you have, easier it is to get up. Probably we'll have 2 by the time I start building it. Where are those archers at? I can't see them because I'm not on a hill. Ah, they're shooting me. Great. Wherever they are. They'd shoot me for 29, I heal 20 a turn. We're losing a little bit, but we'll survive some abuse before they get us. Warrior will put the fear of God in him. They're trapped. Okay, now we can get to work on either the granary or the library. Tell you what, the library only gives us 2 science. The granary will help us out more right now. Caravan would get us some money coming in, but the spices and dye will get us some money too. I would say the granary is the better choice right now. I'm planning on just straight up buying a settler for 500 gold. That's how I'll get my next city. Okay, good job killing those archer scouts. Plantation. That barbarian nest down there is spawning boats. Really obnoxious, because when they're in our harbor, we don't get access to the tiles. Now, that's not a big deal for Babylon, because no tiles are being worked. But if they were, it would be really obnoxious, and it's one of the flaws of an ocean city without a fleet. So I will have to clear those boats out if that ever becomes profitable. Like on this side, if I have this fishing boat, I wouldn't be able to use it while they're there. I think I do need an archer to get rid of both those nests. It would make things a lot easier, a lot smoother. Ah, Temple of Artemis built turn 50. Yeah, there was no way I'd get that with my city. That's the unfortunate truth of where I've been put here. One gold per 2 citizens in the capital, also -1 unhappiness. That's probably the thing to do. It's the best thing here anyway. We don't really want to mix up these other trees. We want to get that 15% growth for learning all 5 of these. Yeah. I feel like the start's going to be a bit slow.
There is only one good, knowledge, and one evil, ignorance. He who knows others is wise. He who knows himself is enlightened.
Things will be a bit slow because we're by ourselves here. That ruins. Hand axe back there. Yeah, we definitely need some archers to deal with that. So let's get that now. We'll build them next. We will get to test our bowmen out after all. I'm gonna put this guy down here to guard against those jerks that are coming up here. I have to move him back because they are coming up here and they could get my workers next turn. Theoretically.
The haft of the arrow had been feathered with one of the eagle's own plumes.
Okay, worker's safe. That guy's trying to burn my tiles. What are we gonna need next? This is a pretty good city up here. I probably should do that to get the sugar. That's a unique resource I don't have. There's nothing like that down here. There's a lot of production down here, but there's some production up here, so we're gonna need to be able to clear the marshes to get that sugar. It's in a wetland, and that's done with masonry. I'm attacking over a river. I take a penalty for that, but who cares? You know, we need to kill that guy. Bowman, 8 turns. It's horrible production, but yeah, we did get 1 hammer from that plantation. I can't move my workers off my warrior or they'll get taken away. Finish them off, get the fence as your level up. There we go. Now you can build your die. My scout's stopping them from spawning correctly up here, hopefully.
How happy are those whose walls already rise.
I'd like it if they kept making boats like they've been doing. And if he can do that, then that'll solve that problem up north and we can go south. Let's get the wheel. Watermill would be nice. Roads can connect our cities, which we'll have as soon as we get 500 gold, which will start to flow in as soon as we get this up. So we need to get that sugar and that marble, and that's it for unique luxuries here. We'll have a ton of spice to trade, but we don't know anybody to trade with yet, so we need to get boats out there on the ocean and see if there's any neighbors nearby. We can sell that stuff. Somebody found a religion already. That's how far behind I am on that. I don't even have a pantheon.
Wisdom and virtue.
2 religions been founded. That says to me, I should absorb one of their religions. Preferably based on this, probably Catholicism. I care about that more than science, or more than culture. Neither of these are things that I would pick, though. Not really. There's only allowed to be 5 religions, but you don't want to be the 5th religion, or even the 4th. There's not going to be anything left. Okay, there's my unique archer. South. Library. Well, if we are going faith, the temple would be a good place, but library. Oh! Barbarian workers. They captured one of their workers. So when that happens, those workers will head to the nest. And anyone who steps on them can get them back. We can free them and take them for ourselves. There's the second set of work. We don't need that many workers. Let's free them. Make Riga happy. It is Riga's. We get 45 influence for giving them back. Returned. We'll keep this one. But they'll be happy with us just for clearing the camp. They have a quest for that. Oh, they have a quest for giving us horses on our network. We'll have that done too. Riga's gonna love us. We need to clear this camp. Our archers do pretty good damage. And they take some abuse. They shouldn't be taking abuse though. You don't want soldiers to get hit. Archers anyway. Even though they have better defense. We can already upgrade them to composites, so that right there is how long Babylonian archers last. If we wanted to upgrade them, this is an upgrade. They have better damage than the ones we have. Our special unit is already void. Basically, I'm sure somebody else already has construction because I've seen Terracotta Army get built. Yeah, right there it is. So not only do they have it already, they've already researched the wonder in it. This is gone too. I like this one. This one would have been nice to have. But, you know, in this game, we ain't gonna get a single wonder. Probably. Not at least not yet. Not until we have an engineer to use. Let's get anything that boosts production, culture, or science would be useful. Sailing's gonna be handy. Let's go ahead and grab that because it gives us a trade route. We're gonna be taking advantage of that soon. We're gonna need to get boats out on the sea. This nest won't last long, then we can go north and get the other one. These spices will go to waste, but the tile improvement is still going to give us production in gold, so might as well use all the production we can get. It's really low right now. This unit I'm keeping. Because we are already allied with Riga. We're already allies, so we don't need to keep giving them workers. We are at 97. That's going to last us 37 turns, and we're going to get another quest done for them. It'll last even longer, so free workers, free workers. They don't know that we stole their workers.
He who commands the sea has command of everything.
We get them for free, so that's a nice deal for us. Let's get the other barbarian nest because I want the ruins that they're guarding. And you can get the work building, whatever. Great Lighthouse will be nice. I guarantee that we're going to be using a lot of boats. But will we build that in time? I might try to build that one if it doesn't seem too far away. Anyway, we can build the lighthouse and get some food off the sea. That'll be nice too. Okay, third religion founded. At this point, I am just going to get religion from someone else.